Islam. Let me turn this camera around. If they leave, you probably won't. There we go. Turn around. I'm in my office. So look, check this out. Alright, so check this out. This is what we reading right now, okay? This is what we're reading right now. Let me go back to the beginning so you can see the beginning of it. Okay? This is on the Internet Archive. This book is free. All you gotta do is go to the Internet Archive and type in White Cargo, the forgotten history of the Britain's white slaves in America. This is how the front of the book looks. This is how the front of the book looks. Alright. Michael Wells. Don Jordan and Michael Wells. Shout out to y'all. Let y'all see what's going on. I was trying to talk to somebody about it the other day, and I dang they got into a fight with the dude. I was just trying to, because I'm a priest king. This is what we do. We build, we teach, right? So it's a White Cargo, the forgotten history of Britain's white slaves in America. This is part 2. So let's just go through the pages real quick. Let's just go through the pages real quick, if they let me. You know, because YouTube, they've been acting real crazy, boy. They've been acting real crazy. So, we've seen all this Jordan, right? You know what I mean? All right, hold up. Let's go to the contents. Now, the contents alone will trip you out. So, let's read the contents, right? So, it says, introduction, right? 11, in the shadow of the myth, right? In the shadow of the myth. Fuck out of it. Chapter 1 on page 21, right? It says, a place for the unwanted, right? Elizabethans, you know who they are, adventurers dreamed of an American empire that would give them gold and glory. Others saw the New World as a dumping ground. Actually, the old world. But they do that new world. And new world means new world order. Alright? That's what that means. Right? Okay, as a dumping ground for England's unwanted poor. Right? Chapter 3 on page 47, the Merchant Prince. The mastermind behind the first successful English colony in America was reputedly Britain's richest man. They ain't say his name, but we'll get back to that later. They just said the richest Britain, and the richest Britain was probably a brother. I hate to say that, probably was. He kept a, fledgling Virginia going and paved the way for the first white slaves. The Slavs, the Slavics, the Gualas, the ones that was on the debate with my brothers A1, Bat, Dane Calloway, just had a debate with them, right? They said they had 5 or 6 different bloods in them. Like, how you a Touchton? No, we ain't gonna go there right now. That's for another whole video. I just want y'all to check out what the contents is real quick. Just the contents, right? Chapter 4 on page 75. It says, Children of the City. The Virginia Company wanted youngsters to work in the tobacco fields, right? The burghers of London wanted rid of street children, So, a bargain was struck, and hundreds of children were transported. Right? These are these trains, I think, that he was catching all these. Cop was always coming to America. Bro, let's say it like this, man. All of them got here by way of indentured servitude and the slave trade. That's how they got here. That's how they got here. Hear me. That's how they got here. When they got here, melanated people was running and owning big boy shit. But we had a brother that decided to side with them. Under what circumstances, you never know. So, let's go chapter 5, page 89, the jagged edge. So it says the new world order, in other words, the new world, because this is the old, America's the old world. America's everything. The old, listen, America just didn't become the place to be. America always been the place to be. America always been the promised land. They're looking in the wrong places for all the substantial information. It's here. In Utah, the Grand Canyon, Chicago. You know what I mean? Mounds all over the goddamn place. I saw a mound in Maryland. Yeah, I was like, I like a mound, yo. That's a goddamn mound. Then they hide in all the 5G trees. I'm coming because I do a lot of work, man. Like, I do a lot of work, man. And I'm just saying this. I'm just want to say this real quick. Let me say this real quick. Don't get mad at me. I'm just telling the truth, all right? Now, a lot of us, we do this YouTube shit. I haven't made a penny off of YouTube. I made a penny. But guess what? I'm still pushing. I'm still giving information out. Because really, it ain't for me. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. This for 3, 4, 5, 6 generations down. To be able to pull up my hard drive on my computer and go in and like, damn, Pop was on this shit 400 years ago. Yes, I was. Now y'all are. So that's why I do it. Creating generational wealth and creating generational, because we think that being rich is money. Social engineering got us so fucked up that money. Everybody want a chain. Everybody want everybody want Gucci. Everybody want Lucci. Everybody want Zucci and Fucci and Lucci. All this dumb. They don't give a fuck about you, yo. Adidas. Do you know what Adidas just did? Adidas just made a clothing line for boys. They got rainbows hitting in them. Rainbows. The LG, yeah, them rainbows. The chakra colors upside down is the rainbow. The 7 chakra colors is the rainbow for the LGs upside down. So if your chakras, activating your chakras brings the God body out in you, what do you think the upside, the upside down? That's the how can I? It's the upside. It's not the God body. It's the other. It's the devil. I didn't really want to say that, but come on, man. So it's not. That's. I don't even want to get into that, but tighten up. So look. All right. So chapter 5, page 81 said, "Boy, it's about to get deep now." And this is just a table of contents. Y'all, I'm halfway through reading the book right now. It got me tripping. So look, chapter 5, 89, The Jagged Edge. The New World Order, because we know America is the old world, was a magnet for the poor. These just wasn't just money getting white people. These were poor white people. They always been. They have no origin. They built nothing. They own nothing. Everything is ours. Everything. From electricity to cars. You do your homework. Everything at Sears and Roebuck that was made, I think, back in the 30s, if I'm not mistaken, all melanated people introduced these gadgets to these Caucasoids. I thought I saw these Caucasoids, and then they went and sneakily got the shit patented. Everything come from us, bro. Everything. They have nothing. They stole all our shit, and they're trying to get it, and they're trying to keep it. But guess what? The Most High said it's enough. Allah said enough is enough. Now, the New World Order was a magnet for the poor to get there had to mortgage their labor in advance. They were not to know that they had contracted into slavery and might well die in bondage. Let me read that again. I'm gonna read that again because I don't know if maybe one or two people didn't catch that, but let's say it again. The Jagged Edge. The New World was a magnet for the poor, right? They had to mortgage their labor in advance. They had to mortgage their labor in advance. In other words, they had to say, we're going to do this physically, right? It was supposed to be some kind of deal, right? But they didn't know that they were not to know they had contracted into slavery and might well die in bondage, yo. They were sneakily, boy, we're gonna go over here, boy, do this money, boy, do this whole time. You just coming over here to be our slave, to be slaves for us, right? So chapter 6, page 99. They are not dogs. Virginia was run by planters who pushed through laws that relegated servants and apprentices to the status of livestock. Man, is you hearing this? Is you hearing this? Notionally, they had rights, but planters were literally allowed to get rich. To get away with murder. Right? Let's read it again, because I'm reading and improvising at the same time, my own script and that. I come straight out the, you know what I mean? I might start doing that, but right now, I improvise straight out the mouth, yo. I'm all written, I'm telling what's in my heart. Nationally, they had rights, but planters were literally allowed to get away with murder, Doug. Chapter 7. See, 7 is a heavy spiritual number. Every time I see it, I got 2 7s in my birthday. So 7, and then when you do like astrology or astronomy on the 7, or numerology on the 7, and you'll understand what's going on. These are angels. That's why I do what I do. The ancestors didn't just appoint certain people. I'm sorry, didn't appoint just anybody. They appointed certain people to give this information out. People that they know aren't going to jump for y'all money. No, I don't need y'all money. I create my own shit. Some of you bloggers, vloggers out here, just think about it. I just want y'all to think about this. I'm not yelling at nobody. I'm not leaning on nobody. But just all y'all with the million subscribers and the million this and the million, you know what I mean, making millions of dollars. Suppose they shut down YouTube. Do you know how to work with your hands? Do you know how to cut grass? Do you know how to use a hammer? Do you know how to use a screwdriver? Some of you pretty ass niggas, I doubt it, like a Hassan Campbell, I bet you all that nigga do is get up, take a shower, get pretty, and then do a video. Lie, make up lies and all kind of shit just to get views. Man, I'll never forget that time when he lied on Kwame about Kwame did something to him, and then when Kwame tried to pull him up, he apologized to Kwame. It's like, man, you know, I really shouldn't have done that. That was all for views, yo. See, he'll start shit with people, and then he apologized when the person starts getting in his ass. He did that to everybody, yo. Did that shit to Doggy Diamonds, which was his boy. I mean, shit crazy. What's that? What you say? What you say? I ain't hear that. Say that again. Somebody said something. What you say? Stop. Okay, all right, my bad, bro. All right, bro. Okay, brother. Okay, brother. Stop cussing, brother. All right, brother. I will. I'm sorry, my bad, man. It's just, I be so mad, brother. I'm sorry, man. I apologize. I apologize to everybody. You're right, brother. I need you to say your name. I need to see your, who is that? Roosevelt Thurman. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. Thanks for putting me on point, man. Sometimes I be so mad, Doug, when I be seeing shit. I just be like, man, what's going on, man? Right? Like I said, I did a live earlier, and I noticed that a lot of gualas was all over the place working. You know what I mean? I own my own landscaping company, and some other things that I do. I ain't rich. I ain't got no whole bunch of money, but guess what? Give me a minute. I mean, so let me go back on the topic where I was, brother. Thank you for putting me on point with that. So yeah. A lot of these bloggers, you know, you brothers that be, you know, dropping like Black Magic, 363 or 636, I forgot. But these brothers, they goes in, and you know, Asea, he goes in, and then you know, Real Nagas, Kev, he goes in. I mean, Kev goes in. You talking about somebody cussing and calling people niggas and all this. Boy, he goes, I can't do it. But I can't do it. I know I'm shadow banned. I already know. Truth be told. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. Truth be told, man. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I need it. Thank you, brother. But yeah. So let me finish saying what I was saying at first real quick. So what I was saying was, and thank you, brother, again. I mean, for putting me on point, because sometimes I get so mad and I get so frustrated, and sometimes I don't be thinking about my decorum, and you know I'm a Moor, so you know but we live by 5 principles: the truth, peace, freedom, justice. Man, this is what we do, man. This is what we do, man. This is what we do. Freedom. This is what we do. This is what we do, man. We peaceful brothers, man. Now, we got some hijacked dudes that got caught up with some bull crap. Now, we understand that too. But you got to understand, all of these different situations had situations where they shouldn't have done, it did bad things. right? Because supposedly Josephus wrote a book about the Jewish wars, where they was going to war with each other. Yeah, they was going to war with each other. You know what I mean? So it ain't. I mean, you gonna have your ones that's gonna fall off, right? Whatever, man. Christians, they dirty. You know, some of them dirty, some of them right. You know, Jews, some of them dirty, some of them right. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back to this. But all I'm saying is, you brothers, man, that's got all these big followers and bro, understand. Suppose they shut down YouTube. Can you work with your hands? Do you know how to use a screwdriver? Do you know how to cut grass? Do you know how to? Can you live off the land? If they shut down YouTube and the internet, can you still take care of your family? Like a Hassan Campbell, I guarantee you that man don't know how to use hand tools. I bet you he don't know how to use hand tools. All right, so let's go to this one. So it says, chapter 7, 113, the people trade, right? It say, in the 1630s, almost 80,000 people left England for the Chesapeake. They left England for the Chesapeake. You know what the Chesapeake Bay is? So the Chesapeake Bay used to be B-E-Y, not B-A-Y. That's where the bays were. High frequency bays like me. Born and raised into this, man. And then the ancestor said, boy, we need you to do something else. So I've been on it ever since. If you don't feel me, that's your problem. So we read that the Chesapeake. It said, all right, New England and the Caribbean, most of them indentured servants. A ruthless trade in people developed in which even a small investor could make money. Chapter 8, 127, which is the root of all evil. Man, your richness comes from your knowledge. Because once you get the knowledge, you know how to move. So spirited away. Untold numbers were kidnapped or duped onto America-bound ships and sold as servants. The sprinting business became as insidious and organized as the cocaine racket today. Did you hear that? So they trying to say that white slavery was so lucrative that they compare it to the cocaine trade today. That's how big it was. And yo, slavery ain't gone nowhere. Because we enslaved by the mind. It's the mind. And don't forget the judicial system. Places like Idaho potatoes, their whole workforce is prison dudes that pick potatoes. So what they pay them? Probably 19 cents an hour. They overhead ain't nothing. Even magistrates took a cut of the proceeds. All right, so here we go. Chapter 9. My wife want me to take her to the store real quick. She gonna cuss me out. So, and she ain't gonna cuss me out, but I know she mad. My wife don't disrespect me. Like, I got a queen. I got a real goddess that respects and loves me. I respect and love her. We take care of each other. I take care of her. She take care of me. It's my queen. It's my goddess. Like, and I don't play no games with her, dog. And she's thorough. And she is thorough. You heard me? Yeah. average girl, she gonna beat their brains out. And I got the dude. Cause yeah, I am a martial artist. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we ain't gonna go into that. But look, foreigners in their own foreigners in their own land, right? It says ethnic and religious cleansing in England became a model for Native Americans being cleared from the Chesapeake. Ethnic and religious cleansing in Ireland became a model for the Native Americans being cleared from the Chesapeake. Yo, the Chesapeake Bay. That's where I live at. During the Cromwell era, right? Still more were displaced, and Ireland became a major source of slaves for the New World Order. All right, this New World Order shit ain't just started, yo. They've been plotting this shit for a long time, right? So, chapter 10, page 155, right? Descent in the North. Until the 1600s, Scotland fought shy of transporting its unwanted to any English colony. Then, religious and political desert were made punishable by transportation to the Americas. They got punished and it came to Americas, yo. Is you reading this, yo? It's crazy. They were sending all the knuckleheads here. That's why they so dirty now. I was watching the video yesterday about the 80s crack epidemic. Bro, that was purposely done to wipe us out. Do you know that there are so many things out right now to wipe us out, man? Do you understand, man? They got pharmaceuticals in the water. You got white supremacy. Then you got neo-Nazis. Came to my city like 2 months ago trying to blow up the electric grid so they could cause a race war. They admitted it on camera in front of the police chief. They was like, huh, what? You ain't know? Hell yeah, it's a race war going on right now. At the same time, social engineering in the music and the Gucci and the nails and all this goofy fake shit, that got us distracted so bad we don't even realize that we being warred upon. On the way than ever reached the New World Order. I'm putting order with all that shit. So with all this stuff. Chapter 12, 177, Barbados, right? A planter aristocracy emerged in the Chesapeake. Its members dealt in men, land, and influence, creating dynamics that dominated America for centuries. But stories of brutality deterred would be settlers from immigrating. Man, this should be the last page. Let's see where we at. Hold on, let's see where we at. This should be the last page. One more, and then we done. I just want y'all to see the intro of this, what nobody wants to believe. I got into a fist fight with a dude behind this shit. Cause I don't try to cram shit in people's mouth. My job is to drop the seed, see if the seed is gonna grow. Right? My job is not to cram it in your mouth. My job is to give you the gem and then you do the homework yourself if you want to know. That's what I was taught. You know what I mean? A seer, then got in my butt about it. Dr. Lee Bay then got on me about it. Bro, if you want to know this stuff, man, then you go look yourself. And that's what I've been doing for the past 5 years. Looking myself. I don't make nothing off of YouTube. It would be nice. But, man, really, this for the babies, man. So, Bacon's Rebellion. The planters' nightmare of a combined uprising by blacks and whites came true when a charismatic young aristocratic turned an Indian war into a campaign against his own class. The English grandees, what is that? Swearing never again. The grandees set out to divide the races. See, this division stuff, that's just so we'll fight. That's exactly what we doing. Because now we beefing with, like, the Moors, beefing with the Cometians, the Aboriginals. Well, no, the Aboriginals just had a debate. The Aboriginals, aka Moors, aka Indigenous, aka Autochtons, were beefing with Native Americans, aka Guala Gualas. So, yeah, because we know what's going on now. All you gotta do is get the definition of an Autochton, right? And look at the pictures from the 1200s drawn how these people looked here in Amaru, in America, right? In Atlantis, right? All right. So Queen Anne's Golden Book. What's this? Bogus promises of free land persuaded borders of, I'm trying to read my computer and read through the phone. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm working on some stuff. I'm about to get it right. Just hold up. Europeans to sell up and leave for America. They began a nightmare journey that left some to impoverished. They sold their children to pay the fare. But some, how many of these kids, man, got molested? How many of these kids, man, it was just a wild, dirty world, y'all. Now, one of them Catholic preachers, they got priests, they got caught fucking with kids. Now, one of them bitches, one of them clowns went to prison. They hushed them, sent them to another spot where they can do their thing, and that was it. That was it. So, but some outfoxed their exploiters. No shit. It's a lot of shystiness going on, man. It's still going on today. Still going on today, man. Still going on today, man. Chapter 16, 227. Man, it's like my birthday. Man. Disunity in the Union. Scottish clansmen were sold as servants in America. Let me say that again. Scottish clansmen were sold as servants in America, while their chieftains were allowed a comfortable exile in France. Two different fates for Jacobites at the 1715. Merchants made fortunes selling the clansmen in 6 different colonies. Yeah. Yeah. If y'all really want to talk about it. So let's go. I'm almost done. Chapter 17. It's just the table of contents. We'll be reading. White Cargo. And it's just one book. But this one you can get off of the Internet Archive for free. All you gotta do is pull up and read it, man. It's gonna blow your mind. Okay, this is the lost and found, right? So the tide of kidnapping continued under the Hanoverians. If I was a family, I gotta do that. I gotta do the etymology on who they were, right? So, in two famous instances, victims returned as if from the dead to denounce their abductors. One claimed to be heir to an cardum, kidnapped by the man who stole his birthright. Yo, do you understand this whole Bible? Yo, I'm starting to fight. The whole Bible is about us and what we're going through in America. Because it's too obvious, yo. I thought I saw one more page. No, okay. In the shadow of the myth, introduction. We're going to come back to this. But I just wanted y'all to see, man, this is where I live at. In the summer of 2003, archaeologists, let me let y'all read it too. Archaeologists, a 17th century site outside Annapolis, Maryland, and discovered the skeleton of a teenage boy. Examination showed the boy to have died sometime in the 1660s. He was about 16 years old and had tuberculosis. His skull showed evidence of a fearful mouth infection and herniated disc, and other injuries to his neck were synonymous with years of hard toil. The youth was either African nor Native American. He was Northern European. He was a Slav. Probably English Slav. His remains were found in what had been the cellar of the 17th century house, in a hole under a pile of household waste. Crazy, yo. But yeah, man, this will be going on, man. This will be going on. I'm not racist, Doug. I'm not racist. I don't got time for it. Cause I have more problems with my own people than I do with Caucasians. I don't call them Europeans. I call them Caucasians, because when you really, really figure out this word European, then you find out that they were all melanated people. So you can't use the word European. You have to literally say Slav or Caucasian. You can't use the word European when you talk about non-melanated people. Because the word European, I got a video. Just check it out. It's called the nobility, the royalty, the black nobility. I don't like using the word black, but a lot of people don't understand when we say melanated. When we say melanated, some people so sleep they be in the twilight zone. So I just say black, just so people can understand what I'm saying. Yeah. I got a video I did where it's about black nobility, royalty, right, in Europe. King James, King Charles, Daniel Webster, the Websters, the dictionary, all of them were melanated families, yo. Beethoven, Mozart, all of them were melanated. The conquistador, they was all melanated people, man. So you can't say European. You gotta say Caucasian or Slav. It was as if the boy was of so little account that after he died, he was thrown out with the rubbish. He was thrown out with the rubbish. Forensic anthropologists believe the youth was probably an indentured servant. All right, so that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. We're gonna make it quick. I'm out. This was nothing but a quick part two, breaking down the contents of White Cargo that I'm about to do a bunch of parts about because it's time. It's time. All these weak ass TPs and these we had high society. We had big boy shit, y'all. It just was destroyed or covered up by dams. You know what dams are? They're man-made, like water holes. You go into the bottom of some of them dams, you'll start finding graves. You'll see houses underwater. Yeah, man, they covered us up with water. They covered areas up with water, dog. Shout out to 432 to drop for really getting into that. Drop. I ain't mad at you, dog. I got too much. I practice the law of attraction so much. I can't get mad. You don't stay mad because I love my people too much. That's it. So that's it, man. I'm gonna get back here. Remember this. So we're gonna come back with In the Shadow of the Myth, the introduction of White Cargo. It's Paris the Moore. Peace. I love y'all, man. Get a trade. Okay. Learn how to work with your hands just in case they shut down social media. You'll still be able to take care of